This is Poppaea Sabina. Well, it's a bad animation of her. She was empress of ancient Rome and wife to Nero, and pregnant with his child. But one night during an argument, Nero kicked her in the stomach and killed both her and their unborn baby. Even though Nero was at fault, after that he became obsessed. He drank heavily and grew terrifying to be around, and he clung to anyone who reminded him of Sabina. Rome expected Nero to move on, but he didn't, and he couldn't. He became haunted by her absence, and he drank until his words were slurred, raged until his court trembled, and worse, whenever he saw a woman he even faintly resembled Poppaea, he'd grab her, whispering her name and insisting that she'd returned. His obsession grew darker, and his grief twisted into something monstrous, and then he found Sporus, a beautiful young boy with features too close to Poppaea's to ignore. In that moment, when Nero's eyes laid on the young boy, he had made his choice. Sporus would be transformed into a reborn Sabina. He forced the boy to dress as the dead empress, to speak as her, to smile as her, but that wasn't enough. To make the illusion complete, Nero had him castrated. A child cut and broken, reborn as the ghost of the woman that Nero himself had destroyed. Once Sporus was forced into Nero's life, the nightmare only deepened. Nero was parading him in public, dressed him in Poppaea's gowns and jewels, and called him his empress. He gave him full empress rights, and he even staged a full wedding, with Nero himself obviously as the role of groom. Sporus was made to sit beside him at ceremonies and sign documents as if he was Poppaea. Sporus no longer existed, and the scariest part is we don't even know if Sporus was his real name. Some historians believe it wasn't a name at all, but a cruel nickname. In Greek, Sporos, or Sporus, I don't know how you say that, means seed, and since he was castrated, that might have been some sick and twisted joke about the life that Nero had stolen from him. Before he became Poppaea, Sporus was a young Greek boy, probably a slave or someone from a wealthy family who'd been captured or taken into Nero's household. There was no alternative, and he had to do what Nero said. He was the emperor, and no one could argue with Nero, or they would get worse than death. Refusing Nero wasn't an option. Saying no to the emperor could mean torture, execution, or worse. So by playing the role of Poppaea, Sporus at least avoided immediate death. And after Nero died, Sporus could never escape Poppaea's ghost. He had been forced into her gowns, her crown, and her voice, until the world only saw him as her. Even after Nero's death, other powerful men claimed her, parading him as Poppaea's reborn. Sporus' own identity, his mind, was gone. He lived and died as the shadow of the murdered empress. Nero himself ended his life in disgrace, stabbing his throat when Rome turned against him. Poppaea had been killed by the man who claimed to love her most, and Sporus, the boy who lost his name, his body, and his life, became a ghost caught between them. A cruel reminder that Nero's obsession destroyed them all. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's a bit different than what I normally do, but I love weird stories from throughout history, especially super old ones that maybe people don't really speak about anymore. So if you want to see me animate any other weird history stories, leave it in the comments. I love doing this. This is fun. And if you like this video, then make sure you do all the things like subscribing and commenting and liking, because it means the most, seeing all of them notifications. Those 2 notifications. I'm gonna have missed like parts of this story out, obviously. I'm going to have missed different interpretations from different experts out, because this is under 5 minutes long. This is like under 4 minutes long, so I don't know what you'll expect, if you expected more. I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless.
Not to see me, because I feel I'm too sensitive. I see inside of this skin.